Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your weekly tarot horoscope. Let's see, of course, for the week of October 9th, coming into the end of the week, dare I say, the 15th. Yep, the 15th it is. Happy Bleach Day, everyone. I wanted to live stream in commemoration of Columbus Day. A 10 to 13 minute video from Ace Vane about Columbus Day, but I might just do that at the end. Or you can just check out his channel. I'm going to just make that a tradition to watch every Columbus Day or have Indigenous Day. But most importantly, happy Bleach Day, everyone. If you don't know what bleach is, it's all good. It's all good. Happy Bleach Day. And if you think that I'm talking about bleach that you use to wash your clothes, that's what I'm talking about. Happy Bleach Day. Okay. It's a new day. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Happy Columbus Day or Colonizer Day. Okay. We're gonna get right into this weekly tarot horoscope. Let me tell you. Oh, what was that? Okay. Let me tell you. It's definitely set to be very, very, very lucrative and breakthroughy. I hope you enjoy the messages that I'll be pulling. There's something I wanted to say, but when the words come to say it, it will be said. Thankfully, it's something you already know in your heart. Okay. So, not chlorine, bruh. Oh my God. That's hilarious. So, shout out to you, Lashonda. The energy is sublime. I hope you're enjoying the feel of understanding how you're stepping into this new world. I wanted to make sure that what I'm about to say, oh yeah, you're getting money. Before I say anything else, you're smashing through your own way of living. And for many of you, when I say you're coming into this new abundance, this may have nothing to do with money at all. Like this might just do with being able to pioneer a way of life that doesn't even revolve having to work. That might be unconventional. You might not be able, you might be able to live outside of that. Or this will just be killing it. Like you're of your own job and you're killing it. All of the above, you're smashing it. But I hope you're really sliding in through. Once again, I wanted to make sure that what I was about to say isn't divisive because this can sound divisive, but I don't mean to be divisive by this. As you are stepping into the new world, you have to understand not everybody came to step into the new world. If we're going to reference the story of Moses, who led the Egyptians out of who led the Jewish people out of Egypt, right? God's chosen people out of Egypt. Did you know that the people that Moses led out of Egypt never made it into the promised land? That's one thing that when you think about the story and the analogy of Moses leading the people, God's chosen people, who told the Pharaoh, like, let my people go, right? And then he went on that expedition that I guess was supposed to be however long it was. Symbolically, they never made it to the promised land. It was their children's children. It was the generation after them. And the main part of that was because these ungrateful motherfuckers, I'm sorry, it was just a lot of difficulty, coming in between, right. See, this channel is coming deep. Like, I feel like there's something I want to like put into words. Oh, shout out to Dr. Mumby, by the way. I saw she shouted me out in her recent video. I'm very honored. But yeah, it's very interesting, right? 40 years in the desert, whether that's an analogy or very literal, what we're seeing here is, if you remember, these are the same people who were saying that they wish they can go back and be slaves in Egypt. Almost every step along the way, it was the struggle of having the faith, you know, to move forward. They're, thank you, very ungrateful despite all the miracles God bestowed upon them. You saw this back with Moses, you saw this back with Jesus. A prophet isn't honored in their hometown. But yeah, Moses didn't even make it to the promised land. Moses, who led them out of Egypt, let his anger slip once, hit the staff twice because these people were just so annoying. And God was like, yeah, man, you can't go in the promised land. I told you to hit the stick once. So much so that the devil fought Archangel Michael. Like, yeah, I need his body. And Michael's like, may the Lord rebuke you. And Satan just had to fall back. But, not everyone is making it into this new world. The North Node Taurus is the promised land out of the wilderness of this great dark period. We are in the 7 years of tribulation. And while that might sound in reference to how many prophecies exist, I'm referencing 2020 to 2027, where we saw the reset of the world with Saturn, Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter in Capricorn, initiating the four horsemen of the apocalypse and bringing in the 7 year tribulation period that will bring in the new age of Aquarius through the initiation of the new generation and the new pantheon of gods. Some of you have chosen to give birth to these children. Some of you have chosen to be way showers to these children. Some of you are these children. And it's one thing to speak of this as a concept. It's another thing entirely for this to crystallize and break through the abundance of gaslighting and sociological deception through false narratives that cowards in society have to hide behind, because should they have to actually face the divinity within or the challenges within to break into who they are, that would require actually breaking out of the lie that they live. And then there's you who refuses to live that lie and walks this path of evolution, daring to be unique outside of the narratives of society. And I'm not trying to say this to like rile things up. This is real. This is everything you've been facing. Every single one of you is having to come out the spiritual 12th house closet and be who you have always been. That's Uranus since 2010 coming all out of Aries. So since 2020, by the time we make it to 2027, we're going to have Pluto in Aquarius. We're going to have Saturn in Aries. We're going to have Uranus in Gemini. 2030, where Bill Gates and the UN pushing sustainable development want to make sure that basically you're chipped and you're having to spend a digital currency, which, by the way, is beautiful. This is the United Nations we're talking about. And you're crazy if you want to go against sustainable development. So everything that they're rolling out is an advent of technology that's going to make everything efficient. But you just have to remember who's behind this rollout and, the integrity of who's doing what. Don't worry, that's far from now. And you are in the process of building up towards then during this tribulation period. But what's very amazing about now is that, once again, not everyone is going to make it into this new world. This new world that will literally bring in a new heaven and a new earth. And I don't have to tell you about what this new world is because you feel it in your soul. Not everyone feels it in their soul because not everyone is meant to cross that threshold, because they're dying. Not everyone is meant to live past this. And now there's this spiritual narcissism that puts this myth that people who don't make it are somehow like less woke or worse than people who are supposed to cross through. Objectively speaking, at a soul level, they just didn't choose to walk or cross that threshold. And so in this construct, their vibration and ideology is going to clash with yours. They might be so in character, the play isn't over and you're not at the casting call. That doesn't mean that people aren't sincere in how they clash with you, but and at the same time, that doesn't mean that you have to give compassion to people who don't get it. You just want to be mindful that not everyone is meant to cross into that threshold. Not everyone is ascended at a certain level because they're not meant to be. Some people, their destiny only goes so far because, and I know this might sound weird if you look at the circumstantial nature of events, some people aren't even meant to be born. And you might think that everything is meant to be, but in a free will universe, with the whole Luciferian agenda of do what thou wilt, where people are pushed to play God, you have people who are pushed to play genetic experimentists, and play with genetic experiments. And now these hybrids, okay, and the notion of these dynamics that seemed illusory and fantasy are slowly but surely becoming real. This is the dynamic of Neptune since 2012 coming through Pisces. This is still in a fantasy realm. Like everything in Pisces, unless you are Pisces, you're not going to be aware of. But this is definitely making you factor in more of this next level and 165-year update of processing the supernatural through your imagination. Yeah, you might have forgot about these hybrids because they're about to come through. And the reason why they didn't come through before, I could talk about this all day. The reason why it didn't come through before, well, what happened the last time we had Pluto here? The last time we had Pluto here, we had the proliferation of colonization. So we had the phenomena of territories. All the people who existed had just started to form colonies. So, like, we didn't have the means to integrate races like we did. We didn't have the means to account for everything that's happened over a 2-century period until now. And so the push of Pluto going into Aquarius is going to be so shocking with Uranus coming into Gemini, because all of these concepts that people have been experiencing, all of these myths that people have been saying that they didn't have the technology to prove, within the next 2 years, Saturn and Pisces, you're seeing it. It's blowing everyone's mind. You're starting to see everything that the government told you is a lie. Everything that scholastically billionaires paid money to print was a lie. Consider the fact that you very well may be a middle class or slave class amongst elites who have created an entire world around you, an insulated world around you away from nature to make you their slave class. And now that we're at the end game, you might start seeing shit out of this illusion that gets you disillusioned. But hold on here. I'm not saying any of this to fear you. Remember, we pulled the 9 of earth. You're breaking through. You're coming into your own way to make abundance. The reason why, and I will keep saying this, the reason why corporations spend millions and billions of dollars to lie to you is because you're so powerful. You're so magical. Like you have so your existence is so controversial and supernatural. An entire complex has to be made to nerf you and lie to you with facts, but twist the facts in a way that deviate you from the truth, so you never get the full truth. And the thing is, you're not idiots. Every single one of you watching has a gift. Every single one of you watching has your whole life seen through this bullshit. And so while there's this mask that's being put in your face that everything's under control, in reality, certain forces are freaking out because they are aware of how you're awakening through the bullshit, whereas you might just be coming out of a fog and waking up out of a dream. So they're seeing you wake up. And if you notice the phenomenon of every time a peak number of people in humanity wake up, boom, there's some kind of false flag or psyop that happens to distract you. We've reached the crescendo point to where the same rhyme and reason will not work anymore. And so before I get into this reading, some of you know, without me having to tell you, know deep in your soul that you are meant to be a part of this new world. You know, because God has blessed you with a gift. God has blessed you with gifts that people thank you every day for having. But you look at where it belongs in this world, and you don't know where it belongs in this world. You don't see where it's accepted. You don't necessarily see where it fits. That's because this world is over. This world is trash. This world belongs to the devil and its fallen angels who are destined for judgment. But there's the new heaven and the new earth. You're an OG. Do you know how many people ducked this assignment? A lot of people don't have the courage to come here. You're here on the front lines dealing with people. Forget all the BS liars who live a lie and worship the devil because they feel like being a good person is lame. Look at everything that's glorified in mainstream still, right? Like, so like forget that. You're really out here doing the Lord's work. So like did it probably came to your attention that maybe it doesn't fit in this world because it's meant for another world, a world of eternals, of pure hearts with eternal life. Okay, what's up? What's really good? Because it's easy to talk about this. A lot of people just dismiss this like this is just some fantasy, but they're not gifted. I'm not trying to sound like I'm creating a cult, but they're not gifted. Like, just realistically speaking, I'm not trying to say that these people are muggles. I'm saying that not everyone is meant to make it into this new world. And some people chose to come to a certain place. Some people chose to guide to a certain place. Some people chose with their own actions and lack of their integrity or with integrity to be at the level they're at. You don't want to necessarily compare that to you because you can't compare them to you and they can't compare you to them. You really just have to honor we really just have to honor, okay, where we're at in our journey. Because remember, separation is an illusion, but and we're all like one big Power Ranger Megazord. But like, what's key here is this gift that you're getting ready to bring into this new world has long since awakened to a new level. It is evolved to the next level. And relative to when you started to feel or connect with this gift, you're stepping into, I would say, the most crucial development with your gifts over the next 6 months, where in 6 months from now, Pluto will be in Aquarius, Saturn will be in Pisces, and we'll be at the beginning of the end of the world. Now, if you think that Saturn is the world in the tarot or representing the totality, and Pisces is the end, the final zodiac sign, Saturn in Pisces is the end of the world. We had this in 95. We had this in 60 with Chiron here. What makes this Saturn transit the end of all things is Pluto at the end of the zodiac signs and Neptune also finishing its cycle. So everything as a whole finishing its cycle. Okay. This is going to lead into Aries, the new beginning of the zodiac, and Saturn in Aries 2025, the new world order. 2025 is going to bring us to 2031. 2025 to 2031 is Saturn in Aries to Saturn in Gemini. Uranus and Taurus to Uranus and Gemini, where Saturn conjunct Uranus go from Gemini to Cancer. This is the functional instrumentation and activation of the new world, the technology of the new world, flying cars, augmented technology, reality, uh, digital currencies all over the world. And this is the new string of the new world order. So the 7-year tribulation period from 2020 to 2022 is the beta test of the apocalypse and the end of the old world order through global elites initiating a reset that affects everyone globally so they can beta test how much they can basically screw us in the a-hole. Then we have 2022. I know that sounds funny, but it's really not funny. Then we have 2023 to 2027, which is the preparation of the New World Order. So 2023 to 2025 is the end of the world. 2020 to 2022 is the beta test. 2023 to 2025 is the end of the world. And then 2025 to 2027 is the New World Order. That is the 7-year tribulation period. The reason why I have to say it like that is because everybody has their own role here. If you were born before 95, chances are 2020 to 2025, you're going to be the most active. If you were born after 1995, then that baton is going to be passed to you 2025 to 2027 and beyond. And anyone born after 95 is the creator of the new world. They're the new gods. They're the pantheon of the new gods. They're going to create the new world. They're going to come of age. So anyone that's born before 95 with Pluto Scorpio or Pluto Libra or Pluto Virgo, it's time for you to get busy. That beta test ruffled y'all, especially if you Pluto Libra, because they came for you. And like, did you notice they're coming for a lot of Pluto Libras? A lot of these people, well, they're coming for everyone. I'm sorry, that was very vague to say, but it's very, very, very key here, because you're going to see over the next 6 months in transit to the beginning of this where you kind of fit in and what role you play. Trust me, I'm going to say this again. Everyone plays a role. Return of the Titans, for real. You have the return of the old gods. You have the coming of the new pantheon. It's really weird. It's actually really weird because the nodes are bringing in all different lifetimes together and all different like multi-dimensional aspects. So that's why you might be meeting certain people who resonate with the same level of like deity, or you resonate with the same gods, but just different in a different way, a different culture. It's not as straightforward as that. It's not as like that, but what's going to account for making sense of all this is the end of these cycles, which is post 2023. So the you want to treat the rest of this 6 months from now as coming out of a fog, coming out of this weird twilight zone period where you're coming out of it more in tune with who you have always been. And embrace those synchronicities, embrace those signs. I want you to comment an exclamation mark emoji or an exclamation mark if you've noticed that tapping into who you are is almost met. It doesn't have to happen for everyone. It's almost met with a rejection outside of you, almost as if you're made to feel delusional because you come into those peaks. And once again, this may not apply for everyone. I don't want to necessarily make you feel or sound like a victim, but I want to speak of a transpersonal dynamic that you will not see. Okay. So your brain processes this physical reality, but your spirit and your soul have a frequency and vibration. So you may not see this physically, but you will vibrate at a peak level, and then a counter vibration or a dark force will try and counter that. And that'll be the counter vibration. And you may not see that physically, but you'll feel it. That can be further compounded on top of that for people physically to front and put on a mask as if you're making it all up in your head. You're literally picking up on a real vibrational war a vibrational squat hole to where the peak. Now, see, you have to put yourselves in the shoes of those dark forces. This is where I'm saying you're not really a victim. You're peaking. Not only are you peaking, your peaking threatens these dark forces who had leverage over you. You tapping into who you are legitimately threatens these dark forces who gain so much by you not believing in yourself. And so, what you're dealing with is an insecure reaction of people who've lost their shit because they're terrified of you, but they're putting this mask on that they're better than you, but they're not, because their own vibration gives them away. And that's what you've probably been feeling. As many of you have felt these exclamation marks, it's very important for me to establish this is a telltale sign that you've reached the peak of your evolution. The fact that you're feeling this is a very important sign that you've reached the final stage of where you're meant to go. You're ready for breakthrough. And this is going to put you in a position to just completely smack in the face. Like, this is it. You're in the land of the ops. Libra to Pisces is op season. So this is basically over the next 6 months, you're smacking in the face with your vibration. You basically, ever since Libra season, you've been smacking with your metaphorical dick all these dark forces and counter vibes, the 180-degree vibrations with your energy. Okay. And it feels good. This 20-minute tirade was for me to just complete this initial thought where I was saying, doesn't it feel good to feel your power? Doesn't it feel good to feel the completion of how much you've evolved and grown? Now you have more lee room to really mark your territory and express yourself, which brings me back to the 9 of Earth. Like she said, sublime. It really feels good. The moon has just slipped into Taurus, ladies and gentlemen. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yep. No, that's not a lie. The moon has just slipped into Taurus, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So remember, in my last talk, I was talking about in the full moon, I believe, that we're coming into the breakthrough of understanding. We're coming into the breakthrough of understanding with the 29-degree Aries and Mercury 29 of how to understand your power. We're breaking through now. Now the moon is in Taurus. We're grounding that. And Mercury is getting ready to oppose Jupiter. And this is about to boom, boom. You're about to present all the facts. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want you to comment a fire sign emoji if you've been going in. If you've been clapping back with just facts, just presenting facts, like, you've been saying this about me, but A, B, C, D, bitch. You've been saying this about me, but here are the facts. You've been saying this for years, but bum, 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 bum. Like, you've been feeling it in your aura. Well, now Mercury's in Libra. You're about to go. You're about to present that. You're walking with a different swag now. It's like, you know what? I've been cooking. I've been cooking. I've been cooking. I've been cooking. And like that same leverage people thought they had, they don't have. So like you don't even understand. You didn't even present it yet. This was you just looking at the receipts. Everything up until now. You see how Mercury is 0 degrees going through the shadow period? Everything up until now was you looking at receipts like, what? So these people were just lying? Oh, you were lying. Oh, and this is you just rubbing off your aura. Now you're about to actually present receipts. We're post retrograde now. It's like, hey, you try to catch me slipping during the retrograde? Receipts. 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 It's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be very embarrassing. And let me break this down scientifically. It's going to be so embarrassing over the next 2 days alone, because people are going to come with receipts of their own. People are going to come with receipts of their own, but then they're going to have to weigh them by your receipts. And the power of your receipts might blow theirs out the water, because, receipts, not all receipts are receipts. Some receipts come in the form of false narratives or like a half truth. And so that's just going to invite you the way to just, okay, now that you brought my attention, full receipts. Boom, boom. And let me kind of explain this again. The Mercury quincunx and Libra right now, and Venus is quincunxing Uranus and Taurus. That's awkwardness. That Uranus in Taurus is very eccentric. And now the groundedness of Taurus can create very awkward moments. But quincunxing Libra creates a transformation of dynamic because now you're confronting to people just by being you. You don't even have to say anything. The actions you're taking are definitively proving wrong things that were said about you socially, that if they were true, you wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be happening. And so you're not feeling awkward, but you could bring the cringe because now you're presenting facts that go against what people have been swearing by, what people have been crying. Now it's like, hey, you technically were looking like a stupid idiot, like you were crying for no reason. You were looking stupid. You lying your ass off. And it's gonna be very transformative. This is the shifting of the power dynamic. And this is now the breakthrough of expressing this ability and power. So Moon in Taurus right now, magic moon message coming soon, is literally, and now I can see why we got the 9 of Earth. This is going to bring you such fortune. The thing is, it's not going to be in just the conventional way you think. For some of you, this fortune could be an idea that you'll eventually bring to fruition. It could be $1 million idea, or it could be a new way of life that you know inevitably will happen. And that'll be a sense of stability and fortune for you because you can literally do it anytime and you've done it before. Okay. So it doesn't, not for everyone, this isn't going to, for some of you, this is going to be buku money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's gonna be buku money. Like you're just gonna be like swimming in dough, just like I'm so fucking rich. For some of you, it's not gonna be money, but it's going to be fortune. It's gonna be like you don't even need money. It's like you come into your own way of abundance. Okay, and it's gonna be very amazing balls. All right. Um, I really do everything I can. It's hard sometimes. So I'm going to go into these readings. If you would like a live reading at the end of this, you can click the description box below. My Cash App is at the Peace Dealer. My Venmo is at the Peace Dealer. And I have PayPal too at the Peace Dealer. You'll see the instructions for if you want to join the queue. Other than that, I have 13 messages for you. And we're going to start with Aries. Before I start, I do want to say though, this is big breakthrough period. The next 6 months is breakthrough over the next 3 months and then completion. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces will give us knowledge and adjust the breakthrough. It's just this level of breakthrough with the eclipse in Scorpio is going to be everything that you have always deserved. And the best thing about that is you don't have to wait until then. It's literally happening now. And let me actually say that again. It's literally happening now. Like 1 degree Taurus, 0 degree Mercury. Like it's literally happening now. Like imagine if I told you that you were going to activate a new superpower that you can functionally direct and understand how to tangibly manifest. How would you feel? It's kind of crazy because coming into this reading, you're already experiencing this phenomena and dynamic. So that's literally happening now. As soon as Mercury hits that 1 degree mark, very soon, and goes opposite Jupiter, you've completed that 29 degree Virgo thing. Boom. I leave Sag out of. Oh, no. So I was talking about Cap. I'm talking about Cap, Aqua, and Pisces because that's the winner. So the fall, Sag is God Squad, but Sagittarius is also fall. So Sagittarius is the end of the breakthrough coming into ascension. But then we have the elites. I'm sorry. Then we have the winter period Yo, it's so interesting. You peeped that, even though I gave you a Gemini explanation, but you still saw that with the Sag. That's crazy. But yeah, this next 6 months is set to be just so wild. And I think most of it is the subtlety because the most awakening is going to be within, and it's going to be how you really break it through. Anyway, the underlying theme with Aries is happiness and a happy outcome and brilliant new ideas. So Aries is once again echoing this message that you really look. I literally split the deck and I got wish come true. You want to get happy. I think it's hard for a lot of you to kind of be hopeful because you might be distracted by everything that's happening outside of you. And I think some of you are expecting something outside of you to happen and then you'll be happy. And so this is going to take you out of nowhere because it's going to be what you produce. It's going to be something within you that literally, based on who you are, kicks in this super excitedness. I wish I could say that better. We literally even have the dreamer, a leap of faith. Follow your dreams. You're going to have an unexpected opportunity beginning of the week to follow your goddamn dreams. Okay, Deborah, thank you. I got your PayPal. I got you. Um, and then we have the two of fire. You've come into your own new partnerships, contracts, continue to move forward. That's a Mars and Aries card. So that's important because middle of the week, you're going to see after you dream these new possibilities that you have so much options. There's so many people that you can move forward with. Okay, I have to say this message. I have to say this message. And then we have the Tower card, life experience. Okay, a significant life event. Listen. But I'm sorry, Aries. I'm sorry, Aries. Tyler does this. So this is Tyler's karma. Listen, Aries, this might apply to you, but this is all the signs. Listen, some of you have been arguing with your soulmates. Some of you've been and your soulmate might be trying to gang up because maybe they're social and maybe might be trying to gang up with their choir and try and gaslight you and act like you crazy. Listen, Linda, you're not crazy. Don't stop going in. Don't let your 5D soulmate bully you, Aries. I'm sorry I'm interrupting this reading, but I was just picking up a vibe. Listen, some of you need to hear this message. Don't let don't let them try and get at you because you went in. You went in on your soulmate. You went in on your twin flame. And now they're trying to gaslight you and manipulate you for it. Like, why you have to go in like that? Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. You're going in on a lot of people. Don't let them do that, Aries. I don't know why that oddly ties to you because I did it during your message, but I had to interrupt this whole message. I'll interrupt this whole talk. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'll bring all the cringe. I'll get triggered. Stop playing with me. You think this is a game? I got a Taurus rising, stubborn personality. You're not gonna play with me, okay? Now we got the life experience. This is Mars. So we got Mars and Aries, and then we got Mars and we got Uranus. Okay. This is talking about a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings and fly. I'm sorry, your soulmate is petty. Your soulmate is petty as hell. Now I can see why you going through what you going through. Now I can see why you've been going through this twin flame journey. I didn't know you were going in on your twin flame. Why are they getting at me in the 5D? Like what the fuck? I don't know. Listen, they ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? Why are they mad at you? Because he went in on them. Why are they so mad at you? Because he went in on them. That's crazy. That's crazy. You triggered. I don't know if y'all triggering each other, but it is what it is. That just came in the reading fierce. So we do have the dreamer, we do have the two of fire, we do have life experience. This is bringing the ethers into reality. So this is literally Uranus or Uranus to Mars. Okay. And in between is the two of fire. So this is Aries is saying you're going to start the reading off like, oh my gosh, this is possible. It's a brand new, it's a risk because you have to take that leap of faith. Two of Wands is going to be you looking for real, like, okay, this is what I realistically can do. Like, I have a lot of resources, but the Tower card is bringing that idea. Boom. It's like, all right, boom, this is going to move you forward. So, in between this and this is you like the trajectory you want to go in. It's like, whoa, here's a boat. That's crazy. And then you're like, do I want to go to the Snoo Island where my fate is Snoo? Do I want to go to the Power Island or do I want to go to the Magic Island? And you weigh your options and then Tower card. Boom! You're just like, whoosh. It significantly pushes you forward. That was a good analogy. Okay. So we do have for romance the Queen of Water falling very deeply in love. You may uncover that someone is very deeply in love with you, or you could be this Queen of Water very, very, very deeply in your feelings. This could also be why you're going to be super happy. So, we do have, of course, the Five of Air for career. Aries is saying it's better to be right than to be, it's just better to be right because who wants to be a loser? So Aries is saying you might have to smack earth, wind, and fire out of anyone that is talking crap at you. This is horrible customer service, but you might want to this, I don't know how to say this because this just doesn't, this isn't going to sound good no matter how I say this, but you might want to, Aries, you're going to understand what I'm saying. Some Aries, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes you know when you have to give good customer service, but then you also know when you just have to lose a potential lifetime customer, be like, SMD, like, with all due respect, ma'am, and you're just, you might have to go in. You might have to go in, be very mindful, like if you can, if you're aware that that could just lead to whatever, but some of you are gonna have to like fight to maintain that, and there's gonna be smoke after. I just hate saying that because that's not conventional advice. I'm supposed to tell you, Aries, I'm supposed to tell you, be the bigger person, it's not worth it, you know what I'm saying, like, just but no, you might have to tear someone a new a-hole and just at least feel good when you're doing it. The outcome that we have here is, ain't that crazy, the Queen of Fire. This is Aries, so this is stretch your wings and fly. This is success in business. This is asserting yourself independently. This is you being the bad bee. This is you being in your power. For some of you, this could be an actual Queen of Fire that brings out your power. Okay. And other than that, all fire placements understand. That's why I'm so grateful about this. Like, yeah, I don't even have to explain this. And that's the message we have for Aries. If you give me a minute, I'll be right back. Did I do I had to turn something off. I was talking with someone today, the only call I had today, well, on that network. And I won't say what the network is, but as soon as the call started, she asked me an interesting question. She asked me a question I never heard before. She asked me, she wanted to know about someone, if she'll be able to talk to them and if they'll come around to Jesus Christ. Normally, when someone asks about a dude, they're usually asking about, oh, will we get together in a relationship? But she asked about that. And so I immediately started going in and the call cut. Boom. And the call cut just like that. So I'm not the only one that might be. I've been experiencing stuff like that since I was a young child. But if you're experiencing that kind of interference, I just wanted to share that story because I know I'm not the only one. So just keep that in mind. Like, whether it's tied into, it doesn't have to be tied into just a certain theme or whatnot, but the South Node Scorpio is going to bring out more than ever these dynamics. Taurus kind of slows things down so that things that might have been too quick to peep, you're able to realistically process. And speaking of Taurus, the message that Taurus has for you is the Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace, many things happening at once. Some of you could, these are the arrows of love. So some of you can also go 0 to 100 in a relationship. Things can get super real or passionate in a relationship. And we got money, the Four of Earth. Okay. The beginning of the week is assured material gain and stabilizing your financial security. Avery, that is the craziest thing. I can't believe you just asked. Um, I want you to really contemplate that question because some of you may be called to not tell anybody. Dolo the pilot man, your secret is out. You're an ascended master. If Dolo had to keep that a secret, he's an ascended master. He has a moon in Sag Aries sun. But just keep that in mind. Like some of you so it's and when Avery says this isn't talking about, oh, I'm Osiris or I'm Jesus or I'm Archangel Michael or I'm Archangel Gabriel. When he's talking about telling anyone, he's talking about showing. Because many of you have already opened up about who you are. That's just being honest. The new world version of telling is Sagittarius. You have, many of you watching have abilities. There's many ways to tell if you were in the chart. It's usually connected to ninth house or ninth house ascendant. There's way more than that to tell. But many of you have the ability to show people. You have abilities that, especially after Virgo season, you can replicate over and over. And you've been doing it so long that every time you do it to people, they react so wild. It's like you're used to giving people bomb readings, but you may read people new and they're like, whoa, how did you know it? Right. So like what's key here is you, especially over the next 6 months, are reaching a period to where that dilemma is going to really come up. Like, who would you show? Like, remember how I just said you're about to activate, you're about to express superpowers, right? Who would you show that? Who would you show these receipts you have? Some of you have receipts that definitively break down in real life fantasies. Who would you show that? Who, like, now you're adding more into the lore of your value. Now your fourth house is special. Your eighth house is pure. Boundaries. Your 12th house is hidden. It's your lore, it's your mythology. And who you bring into these spaces are who are special, pure, and divine to you. But I'm so glad you asked that, Avery, because it's gonna really key you into your soul family. Your soul family and your soul group, you'll never have to tell them because they'll address you as that. They'll know that part of your identity. They'll help bring it out because they are also a part of that mythos. They're also part of your divinity. We have the Page of Fire, which is news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. So the stability is going to make way for exciting new projects. This is already very grounded. And we do have, of course, unity. This is a Taurus card. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual. organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded individuals. Is also a card about going by the book. So this is going to be a really great push forward in organizing a lot of the synchronicities and the mystical insights you've gained, especially for a lot of you who've gained intuitive advice, but you don't know how to make sense of it. There's going to be orthodox knowledge to organize this. For romance, we have the Five of Earth. So you have fears surrounding money, but Taurus is saying, which is a Mercury and Taurus card, you want this lesson to let you know who is really right for you. And I'm going to say that once again. Taurus is saying that some of you are being blessed with real ones that if you were to go broke, they would never leave you. That type of love, or that type of love hits different when someone chooses to love you, right? Regardless of what you go through. That level of loyalty is rare as fuck. It's super rare. So these fears in your romantic life that you're looking at as a bad thing, you want to look at as a good thing. And if you need a reminder, just watch Coming to America. I haven't seen Coming to America 2, but holla at Prince Hakeem, who went at it reverse and was avidly trying to find someone who, never mind. But yeah, this is beautiful because some of you are going to be blessed with connecting with someone like that. And and regardless of if you connect with that or not, you're overcoming any fears regarding insecurities around your worth and value. Some of you are throwing your career in the trash, or it's the end of a certain phase of your career and it's completely transforming. Especially if you're starting to see certain things reach its end, it's because you're not meant to be at this level forever. You're meant to move on to a new level or just something new. So this is going to be beautiful. You're going to understand what direction you're ready to move forward in. Now we do have the Emperor as the outcome. So you're going to solidify so much more structure and leadership, which is amazing because the beginning of the week for Taurus, we literally have the Four of Earth. So this is going to take this financial stability and create more authority through it. Very powerful outcome. And remember, with the Eight of Fire, a lot of this might happen super fast. Okay. That's amazing. All right, there we go. Beautiful. So next we have the message from Gemini. Okay. Do look forward or be on the lookout for, once again, the leverage that you have asserted has been taken away from others that you wouldn't even have known was there until now that you've taken it away from them. So now they're showing up out of nowhere. And so they feel entitled to this leverage over you. And be on the lookout for seeing people once again like express their true characteristics, or this vampiric sense of feeling like they need to just one up you. It may not make sense to you because you may not be fake as hell. So it's just going to be weird to you why people come out the woodworks. And once again, like, a lot of these things are frequency and vibrational. So a lot of these dynamics are at a quantum level through frequencies and vibrations. So it might surprise you to realize that certain people who you connect with have been in secret manipulating the shared frequency you have. And the reason why you will know this to be true is that now that you've shifted your internal frequency and cut whatever leverage they have, now they're going to show up out of nowhere because they want to see what you did. What did you do that change the power they have over you. Because whatever you did, they don't have that power over you anymore. And it's freaking them out. You must have evolved, Jupiter and Aries. You must have taken back your power, because this is where, now that they're coming out of the woodworks, that's the second boss battle. You're knocking them out of the way. And this is going to show their true colors. People who might have tried to act like they were friends in your face, you're going to see their true colors now that they need some leverage over you. And now the second boss battle is, are you going to give them back that leverage, or are you going to knock them out now that they no longer have that leverage? That will make way to the third boss battle, where you now fight their enabler and their handler. So we do have the Five of Earth. Once again, this alienation and overcoming insecurity about your worth. Okay, so the main card we have is the Ten of Air, the end of a difficult situation. This, for many of you, Gemini, is saying that this is going to be the end of a long-standing string of psychic attack for a lot of you too. And you're sealing the final nail in the coffin. And it's going to be amazing. Some of you are going to put to rest certain ways of thinking forever, certain habits forever. And I hate to be petty, but you're going to see certain influences or someone die. And you're probably going to smile. Anyway, we do also see the Page of Fire. The Page of Fire is what we also got for Taurus. So this is, once again, exciting news. You're going to get some exciting news, all right. Trust me. And the end of the week, we have Unity. So this is literally everything Taurus got, except instead of getting the Four of Pentacles, Gemini is starting the week off with the Ten of Air, which is ironic as fuck. The romance card is, of course, thank you, because this message is for everyone. So this is from Gemini to you. So Gemini is saying, similar to Taurus, this is putting you in a position to realistically step into a greater philosophy that takes you out of an old traditional way of living. And for some of you, it's going to be the Wicked Witch is dead. That's the image that I'm getting. The Wicked Witch is dead. The Wicked Witch is dead. Like someone who might have been abusing their authority, and now it's like, oh snap, you're done, son. For romance, we got Justice. And so some of you are going to make a very objective, decisive, clear direction moving forward. For real. And not only that, it definitely will enable you to be on the same page as, you know, certain people who you're getting ready to move forward with. So Justice and Romance, Gemini is saying that, you know, this personally puts you in a position to realistically get married in court, maybe get married by contract. Justice is you like making a decision with someone to move forward that's very clear and very objective. Okay. And we do have the Star for career. So your dream is coming true. Some of you, Gemini is saying that for some of you, this is going to catapult your position in society and also put you in a position to realistically probably come into a level of fame or influence. So with Justice and the Star, these major arcanas could also link this sense of this like decisive relationship with this sense of advancement. So a dream is being made true, which is interesting because Taurus got the death card or rebirth, which kind of ties into a whole transformation. All right. And this is how all the messages will kind of key in something. We have balance. So Taurus got the Emperor. And so we see balance here with the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. This is, of course, Archangel Michael, ironically, Sagittarius. Uh, in this deck, Archangel Zadkiel. So this is going to, as an outcome, bring greater moderation to what you're doing. Gemini is saying, although you may start the week off ending an old way of thinking, you're going to replace bad habits with good habits. And you have a lot to look forward to, Gemini says. And it's going to uplift you out of any sense of insecurity, too, that might be projected, really, if anything, externally and not coming from within. So next we have the message from Cancer to you. There was a weird frequency this past 3 minutes. Did you feel that? I feel like it just got blasted away. So we definitely got hitters in the chat, or maybe some silent G's for sure watching. Thank you. So we do have the star card. Cancer is saying, once again, very happy readings. Yes, Suki, you can have a tarot read if you click the description box below, or if you check out my Cash App or my PayPal, you can get a live read, and I'll give you a special tarot card. So we do have the star card. Cancer is saying you might as well just celebrate now. Like this week finna be lit. This week finna be lit. This week finna be lit. Cancer said if you have any Cancer energy, if you have any Cancer power, you want to just get busy right now. Wink, wink. Okay. This is really cool though. It's definitely a milestone. You want to think of the star 2 here as like a milestone or save point, the next greatest like milestone of what you're going through. So we do have here with balance, you're starting the week off with great moderation. You're starting the week off exercising good management, and this is going to really have a lot of balance that you kind of kick things off with. And then we have the 6 of air. The 6 of air, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. This is you gaining W's, using great problem solving, okay, pushing yourself in a position to distance yourself from things that might have kind of been too heavy in the past. And so this, of course, clearly extends Gemini's message of coming out of old habits, but this is more in your service too. This is really amazing, especially the blue theme here. And then we have the Knight of Water, okay, which is falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. This is really you just leading by your heart, becoming more artistic, following more of your passions and what you love to do creatively. Even if you applied that in a more objective business sense, you would take a much more whimsical and intuitive approach, a literal romantic approach to what you do, which will bring out more of the inner artist within you. This is such a water sign reading too, which I love. This is having you flow within your passionate sway. The romance card that we have for you, Cancer, is telling you that you have a soulmate. There's someone who loves you and you love them. You want to focus on, for some of you, this could be platonic, even though this is a romantic card. This is in the romance position. 2 of Waters, the 2 of Cups. You have this connection. And this doesn't have to be just for Cancer. This is Cancer's message to you. If you don't have this committed love bond, this week is offering the opportunity to give you a relationship that continues to grow close. Some of this will involve forgiveness. That's why I was talking about in Aries, okay? I felt the soulmate vibe tripping up. Some of your soulmates want to have their cake and eat it too. Like they want to feel frustrated about how things may be, but they don't want to vocalize it to you, because if they vocalize it to you, then you'll just completely call them out on their bullshit. So they want to kind of feel both, and this is already bubbling up. And some of you might forgive your soulmate. See how petty I'm being? I'm not saying that they might forgive you because they're automatically wrong and you're right. You might forgive your soulmate. I'm heavy on that. It's okay, boo. I forgive you. Like, you were just wilding. You know what I'm saying? You don't have me in your life, so what do you expect? All that. It is what it is. I know that sounds a certain way. I don't care. So the two of water is, some of you are going to be delighted to really feel this mutual love. Okay, even if this is just platonic, it's still a bond of trust, but it's in the romance card. So that's beautiful. And we do have the 8 of air. You're overcoming limiting beliefs in your career and the illusion of feeling trapped. You're going to really address where you have a lack of confidence in addressing elements of your career, and some of you are going to realize how you've been limiting yourself and change those thoughts to change your beliefs, to change your life. The outcome here is the ace of air, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Beautiful. This is an epiphany. This is victory. I split the deck here and I got the ace of fire with the star, yo. An exciting new opportunity. So this week is just going to be a W. Yes, they do. They gave the 8 of air unicorns. I love it. It's like, if I wanted to sugarcoat the shit out that message, I could just be like, yes, see, you're gonna be with unicorns. And it'll still be accurate. So yeah, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer want you to know it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Stop hating on the individuals, by the way. You can stop hating on a Gemini today. It costs you $0 to stop hating on a Cancer and an Aries today. I know Taurus is stubborn. I know we're annoying as Gemini. I know Aries is Aries. I know Cancer can be, but it costs you $0 to stop hating on us today. And we telling you it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be all right. You are going to be all right. Okay. 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 All right. You're going to be good. Cancer is saying just be happy. Don't worry. Aries is like dance. It's going to be good. Now let's see what the socials have to say. I don't know if you know it. The socials are literally dying. Saturn's been coming for Leo's neck. Virgo, your next. Neptune's been coming for their neck. Jupiter's coming for Libra's neck. Uranus has been coming for Scorpio's neck. I just want to take the time out to be like, ha ha, to the socials. Because remember when the socials were talking shit? Remember when the social signs were up? Remember when Jupiter was in their sign? Remember they were talking all that shit? Look at you now. Oh my God. Look at you now. Look at you. Ooh, look at Leo going through it. Look at you now. Look at your stress. Look at your anxiety. Look at you. Every single one. Y'all been silent. Y'all been quiet. Shh. We ain't heard a peep from you. We ain't heard a peep from you. The only one I'll give props to is Virgo. The only one I'll give props to is Virgo. Because Virgo gonna keep it real regardless. And that's why I'm scared for you, Virgo, because y'all too real. Y'all are too real. And it's not keeping it real can go wrong. What are you gonna do when Saturn pulls up on you, Virgo? What are you gonna do? Like it's Virgo gonna pull out the ninja shit. I'm gonna have to give it to Virgo though. Virgo is still staying petty too, on top of staying real. Like it is what it is. And I say that respectfully. But what are you gonna do? I just want to say that with the social. We're just gonna go into the social. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. We've seen Leo get it. Next, it's Virgo. Virgo and Libra are next. Okay. And then Scorpio. Scorpio is ahead of their time. Scorpio is coming into opposition before everyone. Like Scorpio's about to get Jupiter, and then it's gonna get Saturn. So Scorpio went through the Uranus one last, actually, because everyone else did. But still, yeah. Okay. So we do have the Nine of Air. See? What's up? What's up? What's up? Listen, socials. What's up? I know they coming for you. Listen. Look, Leo. What's up? Why are you expecting the word? Listen. I'm not playing. This is not a joke. This is why I was saying 2 years ago, protect Leo at all costs. Look at the socials. Don't believe the mask that these socials are showing you. Because these socials are, especially Leo. Leo is all like, yes, happiness, like I'm still getting it pushing. These motherfuckers are depressed and escaping and towering. Like, don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. We see you. We'll see you. I'm so sorry. That's so fucked up. I'm not trying to make fun of y'all at all. I'm just saying, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. I am petty as fuck. It's just, I'm sorry, y'all. This. So this is Leo was pushing strong. Okay. Leo is telling you it's the darkest before dawn, and we still ride at dawn. Okay, but it's the darkest before dawn. It is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. And we do have the Two of Earth. Some with involuntary tears. We do have the Two of Earth. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision. The beginning of this week, Leo is saying that some of you are going to be able to, you know, balance new protocol, new income streams. This is actually going to break some of you through, especially if you're a Leo with the 10th house Taurus. Shout out to the Cap risings or Leos with Cap power, because whereas most of the Leo has to deal with the opposition, the Pluto that's kind of awakening and energizing a moon arising there will kind of turn it on its head. And so you might be one of the few Leos that is actually taking this opposition and like that pain isn't pain, it's actually making you stronger. I don't know. It hits everyone a little different. But like there's some Leos that this shit is actually like dope, but it's usually the Cap rising or Cap moons that don't take shortcuts and like have put in the hard work and all that. Oh my god, it's paying off. Like they're like, oh, who wants, like they want smoke. Like they're actually actively looking for smoke. Like, bitch, I'm the goat. Like, oh, fucking Mercury. Like, what's up? And they're backing it up too. I see all you Leos with the Cap rising and the Cap moon. We see you. We see you. But yes, we do also have the King of Earth. So this is you actually, you know, kind of, once again, this is that 10th house Taurus. So Leo is saying that like your hustling is paying off this week. Everything that you're starting off, even if it starts small, by the middle of the week, ching, and we have the King of Fire. So a lot of this groundedness of, this is Leo, by the way, a lot of this groundedness of practicality and financial success will instantly turn into passion. I want to make sure you see that subtle nuance. the king of earth turning into the king of fire. You get your paperwork and money right, and then you can now make more entrepreneurial risks. So now it's backed more financially. These could also be movers and shakers in your industry that see your talent and want to help you. We do see the seven of earth. So Leo is saying that before you jump into a relationship, this isn't saying to sleep on it. It's saying that you're going to understand that this you're going to understand that you're going to understand more why it's worth investing in, and it's going to help you take a much longer term approach to it. Because in fact, Leo is letting you know, Leo is saying that some of you are realizing that this relationship is not a microwave fast food relationship. It's like a whole full course meal. So you were trying to just kind of like jump at the appetizer, but now you're like, oh, there's so much more to this. And it's Leo is saying you can actually, plant more seeds here, because there's more for you to kind of break through here. And we do have the Empress. Your career is pregnant with new possibilities, and some of you are giving birth to greater abundance here. uh Releasing karma and nurturing your dreams. All right, the outcome we have is the Knight of Water. So once again, wedding proposals, falling in love, you being in a position to come into a much more enthusiastic, romantic, and passionate direction with what you're doing. So for a lot of you, this nine of air is totally in your head. It's psychic attack you're feeling from jealous haters. Because if we look at your reading this week, everything is you like winning. So a lot of you are just dealing with people who are hating on you because you have swag and they don't have swag. And the only way that they can come into clout is to just attach their name to you, and their life compared to you is insignificant. So they just project on you as you live their life vicariously through them, or vice versa. And you're kind of recognizing that it is what it is. And you're just going to keep moving forward. So we do have Virgo. The underlying theme that we have from Virgo to you. Ooh, this card wanted to come out. I love it. The Ace of Earth. So we have Justice. Virgo is saying that they really don't know what's going to hit them. This is pure channeling. Some people think that they're right until they're wrong, and the law hits them straight in the face. And they're so delusional that they may not ever get that justification because they'll forever believe they're right. So Virgo is saying that, the reason why Virgo is actually pissed off at some of you, because Virgo values justice. Virgo values fairness. And some of you were willing to, by playing the bigger guy, or by just not really doing anything, let people get away with wronging you. And Virgo was pissed off because if it was wronging other people, you wouldn't let it slide, but you almost let certain people get away with certain things that wronged you. I think many of you felt that it wasn't something that you could get justice for. I'm feeling this very deep in my heart. Some of you feel like there's certain things that it wasn't even worth trying to get justice for, because you feel like you wouldn't be able to explain it. You already see the resistance in trying to kind of speak on what you speak. So this allowed certain people to, in that fog, get away with violating you, with doing all sorts of like horrible stuff, gaslighting you socially, or some crazy stuff. They're getting their justice. Justice is here. And it's Libra season, the fullness of the justice. And it's going to be a surprise to them as much as it is to you. And what leads to the justice is the consequence of their own actions, and the domino effect that them wronging you put them on the path on, back to them coming into justice, because yo guys don't play about you. Trust me, you're gonna learn that. Virgo is saying about to learn that this week. Ace of Earth. I almost feel like some of you are trying to think too logically about something, because like someone is gonna lose For example, someone is going to lose $100,000 in their business, and then you're going to come into $100,000, and you might be trying to rack your brain around how does that transfer? Is it the actual 100,000? It doesn't have to be. These things can be symbolic. Just keep that in mind. So Ace of Earth, and the prophecy for some of you is some people who are meant to work with you use their platform and leverage to lie about you, to undermine the work you do. They let certain things get to their head. And because they let it get to their head, they forgot that they didn't just go against you. They went against the who you represent. They went in their ego, thought it was about them. You do this work for the people. So they didn't go against you. When they went against you, they went against the people. They went against your ability to serve the people. So that they thought that in their ego, they were doing you a disservice. They didn't know they screwed up. And so now the success that they got, now you're coming into, because you have shown that you, with a much smaller amount of resources, are more responsible with people with higher amounts of resources that aren't responsible with it, like that. But we do have Ace of Earth. So we're starting the week off with a new venture in full of abundance that you're going to be able to do a lot with. And then we have the 10 of Air in the middle of the week, which is the end of a difficult situation. Virgo is saying that some of you, once again, similar to Gemini, are going to put the final nail into the coffin. For many of you that have had a long-standing dispute, especially, this is going to be like the final attack in the second boss battle that's going to break you through completely a lot of how you deal with certain people and a lot of the conversation you have. Once again, so you might catch a body, like someone might die. And will you celebrate? 5 of Earth. So we do have the 5 of Earth. This is fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So following this Ace of Earth and coming from the 10 of Air, oh my God, someone's about to get fucked up. This is crazy. And like, people might look at you as the person who made it happen. You might kind of low-key be a hero or a legend. People might hate or love you. Like, some people might look at you and hate you because now it happened. Some people might love you because this happened. But 10 of Air, 5 of Earth is over. This Ace of Earth is whatever this is, save it for the end of the week, because it's going to help you overcome whatever potential loss may occur because of external events. And this is how things balance with the justice. Okay. Because 5 of Earth and 10 of Air could be someone outside of you. The romance we have is 6 of Air. For some of you, you're going to close the distance on someone long distance. You're going to be in a position to perhaps connect with someone who's long distance, or be in a position where you once again are closing the distance between someone. And this could be through social media, online dating. We do have unity. Okay, so this is now spiritual organizations. This is you taking a more central role of authority in an organization and coming into a higher position, but also coming into a more orthodox direction in what rules you really work around. But the outcome we have is happy times. So it's important because the middle of the week and the end of the week with the 10 of Air and the 5 of Earth is definitely precarious. That can seem on the surface to be a bad thing, but the star card is saying as an outcome, happy times. This is once again the message of Cancer, on the right path. Okay, I have another special message for some of you. This shouldn't even be a message, but some of you are just too kind. Some of you are too kind, and it's literally to a fault. And I'm not saying this to compliment you. Some of you need to hear this message. Some of you, it's embarrassing that you even try and explain yourself to other people. You represent high cosmic orders. Like, you exist beyond this dimension. It's not something that has to be explained to you. And yet some of you still feel the need to dumb yourself down to people who the only sense of prestige they have is what they made up. The only sense of prestige they have is based on a fake currency from a fake lineage and family line. Meanwhile, you represent a divine order. The proof of this is your gifts. So you're dealing with people who dare look down on you because you actually are out here and have the courage to express your gifts. And some of you may make a living doing these unorthodox, unique things, and people will look down on you because it's not the traditional profession, as if what you're doing is something to be looked down on, when what you're doing is of the highest honor. And you have the evidence of your own work to prove for it. Furthermore, if you're going to take the actual reasoning of the people who maintain these narratives, it's not based on anything real. It's just based on their own prejudice. It's based on their pride. It's based on some BS. So you have to, they're allowed to feel how they feel, but you have to shift this dynamic to where you're apologizing for other people for basically doing the Lord's work. Okay. And once again, this is what you're bringing into the new world. That's why it doesn't fit in this world. You are just like people look up to these professionals who are only experts in name. That's how you're going to be looked up to, because you've done the work. You're doing the work now, and you're not going to wait that long. We're breaking into the new world as soon as 2023, and it's official 2025. So the next 2 years is where everything's happening. Okay, so I just want to commend you, because a lot of you have had to face a lot of ridicule and a lot of disrespect from people who should have been the first to support what you're doing. And you have a lot of people who are just looking from afar, like, well, we'll wait until it's stable and we'll wait until it's popular to support it. And I'm just saying, you deserve better than that. You deserve way better than that. So don't let anybody play you, because I'm telling you, like, these power dynamics are completely shifting. And a lot more people than you would expect are really just fake and mad. A lot of them are just fake. And once they see you step into the success, then they're gonna be fake and mad. So let them just be super mad with a cape, and that's it. The underlying theme we have from Libra to you is the 5 of fire: competing goals, struggles, brainstorming. This is a sense of competitiveness that through competing will help you understand how much more powerful you are in relation to others, okay, or what you have unique in relation to others. Libra is saying they're going to hook you up with a unique. So Libra, the zodiac sign, is hooking you up with a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is fortune, okay? You'll know because you'll have an opportunity within today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow to make a risk from now till Wednesday. It could be anything. The thing about the Wheel of Fortune, especially the game show, is you don't just automatically win. You have to make a risk. So that risk will come. Libra will hook you up. If you know a Libra sun, they're probably going to be the wheel. Other than that, we do have the 10 of Earth, a very happy family life. So yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is literally like winning the lottery. Boom, 10 of Earth, a fortune. So your Libra is getting ready to hook you up with some long-term wealth, whether this is through a project, a contract, passive income. The Wheel of Fortune is not a coincidence, because what's going to happen this week? Mercury is going to oppose Jupiter in Libra. So Libra is sponsoring this evolution. And we have the Chariot. This is going to move you forward, an important achievement. So you're going to gain a boost. This is like playing Mario Kart, and then you go through the boost and you kind of rocket forward into first place last second. Okay, you probably went through the fifth place and then boosted and went to first. And like no one saw that coming. Like it was a total chance. It's by total chance that booster came up out of nowhere, and you thought you were going to win fifth place. Boof, now you're first place. How would you feel? Now you have the first place prize. Now you're just exhilarated. This is like, wow. Okay, we do have the 8 of fire. Libra is saying that some of you be acting like you're not a hoe for real, and you're about to just bust it open on the first date. and it's okay to have sex on the first date. Doesn't mean you're a whore. And I don't even want to whore shame. Like it's you know this culture these days. But Eight of Fire is saying things are gonna move very fast. The arrows of love are going to move things for you romantically at a very fast pace. Okay. And we do have the Page of Fire. So you're going to gain very exciting news in the direction that your career goes in. You're going to apply very exciting ideas to your career that will add more excitement to what you do. And we have the Justice as an outcome for you too. Okay. Fair decisions. So, given that Justice is a Libra card, this is an affinity reading. Libra, congratulations. This is basically one of the best readings we got. Um, rest in peace. Okay. And that's really interesting because it it's definitely going to establish a new official sense with the Justice. Protection through paperwork, especially. So much forward movement with the right people. Okay. Um, Look at Libra showing up on their own reading. Thank you. I love that. It's amazing. I was talking shit on the socials too, but Libra came through. Libra came through. Okay. So Scorpio. Thank you, Libra. So the message that Scorpio has for you. We do have the Knight of Water. So Scorpio is Pints of the rose. I'm in my feelings. I'm gonna show you how you can get down tonight. And I just know that I feel you. I figured I might as well just show you. I'm more of a robot, but like, yeah, you want to get in your feelings. Scorpio is saying to get in your feels. And you want to be a little toxic. Call your ex girlfriend. Tell her you love her. Tell her man ain't shit. And that you outside her home. No, do it. Do it. Do it. I know, but just do it. You used to be a little toxic. You don't want to be too toxic. He's gonna be a little toxic. You trust me. Scorpio said they got you. Hades trying to get Persephone. Thank you. This is not too toxic. Just steal a goddess's daughter toxic and bring it to the underworld. Now we do have renewal. Look at this Pluto. We have awakening, review and evaluate, a favorable assessment. Oh, the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Scorpio is saying you're about to awaken. In the beginning of the week, this could feel like finally understanding what everything in your life was for so that you can step into this expertise and achieve more. I just wanted to rhyme. This could actually even be a very objective king giving you great advice, objective, clear advice, and will really just kind of note the tone of that part of the week where you'll be more objective and impartial. And of course, we do have the Seven of Earth, okay, where the end of the week will allow you to count your ducks, put them in a row, and effectively, uh, really slow things down and prepare you for the eclipse. Seven of Earth at the end of the week is actually really good because you're going to see you're going to see your portfolio and know what direction to invest more in. We do have the Four of Earth. So some of you are going to get with a gold digger or someone who is all about them stacks. They're just going to buy you. Someone might just buy you, be like, what's your price? Stacks. Could even bring stability in a relationship. Okay. But yeah, some of you could Four of Earth is talking about holding on to someone, but not in a you need to let go. This is they holding on to that money, yo. I'm hearing a message from Scorpio. It's saying make that ass bounce for them stacks. Wow, that's crazy. Make that ass bounce for them stacks. Wow, that's wild. That's wild. So we do have the Emperor. You're coming into so much more of stability, okay? When it comes to your career, and you're going to apply this leadership and discipline. That's going to require, and I love that this represents Aries and sixth house is Aries for Scorpio. Some of you are going to put your foot down with people trying to direct where you want to do, and you're going to be like, no, this is what I want to take it. This is beautiful. Four of Earth and the Emperor kind of links this to. And then we do have the Eight of Air. Okay. This is you coming out of a lack of self-confidence. Some of you have let people gaslight you. Scorpio is saying you're going to really realize where you are feeling stuck and how to break through that by changing your thoughts. So next we have God Squad, starting with Sagittarius, the Fire Lords. You'd be surprised. Trash like the F for $40 in the club. Upping up the game, bitch, you get no love. I didn't have to say it like that. The underlying theme we have from Sagittarius to you. Why do I feel like an amazing message is about to come forth from Sag? In fact, I'm about to redo this whole reading. Yeah, I was feeling I had to keep shuffling. Why do I feel like we about to pull just an amazing Sag reading? See, I'm so sorry I just jinxed it. I shouldn't have jinxed it. So we do have the Page of Earth. Good news about financial matters. Sagittarius is saying to just reinvent everything. Sagittarius is saying don't get mad because you're going to feel like Sagittarius is saying to just keep on trying new things, but Sag is saying to try something new. You're going to come in, you might have been trying different things, and one of the things you've been trying is working. It's going to allow you to reevaluate your whole jug around that. Now we do have the Nine of Fire. Sagittarius is saying don't give up. You still have more people to beat the crap out of. Some of you don't even know you're about to beat the crap out of some people, and this is going to be amazing. Some people are actively attacking you or your beliefs, and this is saying that you should not and will not give up. Okay, it's very important because you're literally on the verge of breaking through, and no one knows that. So that's like your advantage. We do have the Two of Water. So you're going to break through into a very mutual bond of love. This could be trust between you and another. This is deepened relations between you and someone. And this coming with the Devil card and ego is overcoming this sense of entrapment or this sense of evil in other people or evil within yourself that has to be addressed. But really, the Devil card here for some of you is hot sex at the end of the week. And you have to be careful about how that influence can take up some of your time, and make sure that you purify elements of this because this really could just be someone using you. Okay. And based on how you address this will kind of let you know. But we do have, of course, the Three of Water for romance, a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, the need to have more fun. This is really fun. This is you having fun with a lover all week, going out, enjoying more the act of like really doing things or just having fun or partying. This is going to be a great celebration. And now this is beautiful. We have a good card for romance, and then for career, we have literally the bag, like the 10 of Earth. You're about to come into so much fortune. All right. Great financial security here relative to you reinventing or coming into good news about financial matters. And the outcome is 8 of Fire. So all this is going to happen so fast from like 0 to 100. This sounds exactly like Sag. So that's beautiful. Things are going to move very quickly. Okay. Especially coming near the end of the week. It's going to release blockages. Boom. Celebrate good times go on. What's a celebration? Da, 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 da. So the the message Capricorn has for you: we the best. Who we? Okay. We do have the wheel. So similar to Libra, the underlying theme Capricorn is saying is to take risks because you literally have fortune on your side. Jupiter is going to be in Aries for the final month before it comes back in January. And this is definitely going to put you in a position to experience throughout this week so much positive change that elevates you to the next level. So we do have the 10 of Earth. Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. You're starting the week off financially secure, enjoying a climax of financial abundance. We also do have the 8 of Fire. So this is going to push things along very quickly in the middle of the week and have events moving very fast. And this will lead to the, oh my God, Capricorn was like, hold on, this is God Squad. That's lit. That's really awesome. Capricorn, amazing. This is beautiful. The end of the week is going to be so exhilarating for you because of how fast everything kind of comes into play. Comes into play. This is going to really be along once again this positive change that's occurring. So things might really feel like fate just kind of oh my God. So we do have the 6 of Fire. Victory, good news is on its way. You're there's going to be some kind of drama and fanfare with romance for you because you could be getting with someone popular. Your romantic union could be popularized or gossiped upon, but this isn't in like a bad way. 6 of Fire is very exciting. It's like your crush is very into you. You know what I'm saying? And we do have the 3 of Air. So this card says great sadness, but you're going to realize that relative to all these positive changes that are occurring for you this week, what's going to occur is you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Like some of you are going to realize that you've brought your life to a new level. And so what you used to do for work that you liked, you have, in order to step into this new world, like you have to give up that thing. You have to let go of that thing. Okay. And we do have balance. This is going to bring great balance and moderation. You're going to bring your lifestyle more into balance, especially because of this wheel that's going to, bring things to the next level. This is going to put you in a position to, yeah, it's wild. It's wild, wild. Good stuff, y'all. Aquarius. Oh no. Oh snap. Shout out to Theata. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, Aquarius. I didn't want to jinx anything, but Aquarius. It's so funny that you ask if I have angel cards because I have all sorts of angel cards, but I'm literally reading from the Angel Tarot card deck. So, Aquarius is saying similar to Cancer, your dream is coming true. This is huge. This is because we got this in almost all the readings. You're not only on the right path. I think some of you need more evidence that you've always been on the right path. And some of you have been surrounded by darkness. Like every influence around you has almost made you feel like you're some child molester because you're doing the right thing in your life. Well, you're going to come into so much more evidence. And I know that might sound like an exaggeration, but it's not. So here we have, of course, this happy times card. And I think for some of you, it's also just going to really look at how you've always been blessed, and how, you'll have further clarity that you've always kind of had these things around you. It's going to have you see it, whereas you may not have seen it before. So we do see the Six of Earth, financial flow. Some of you could be paying off longstanding debts or receiving money that's owed you. So this is going to bring in much more of a financial flow. We do have a leap of faith here with the Fool card and the Dreamer. So this could be someone who just waltzes in your life, who's here to learn from you. Or this could be you coming into a brand new idea or a brand new direction you're ready to take, because we have the Three of Wands, abundance. This is long-term plans you've been making starting to occur, coming into fruition. And it looks like with this financial flow with the Six of Earth, it's going to put you in a position to come into a brand new idea and already start to see, these plans come into fruition. It's a new enterprising direction. It's gonna be super fun. It's Three of Wands is like when you first start a plan. So it's still not complete, but you're starting to know the direction you're gonna take it in. So the romance card we have is the Two of Air. The Two of Air is saying that okay, it's saying multiple things. I literally just showed you. It's saying, but it's not going to be the same for everyone. For some of you, some people are playing silent treatment with you. Some people are playing silent treatment with you because they feel like if they don't say anything, you'll keep on chasing them. And that if they talk to you, they feel like if they're afraid, they feel like if they talk to you that they've given away their power and you won't be into them anymore. And so they're playing the silent treatment, and they don't know that that does not work with you, and that you'll just see vibrationally, once you cut your energy off, they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that. And this is going to shift these dynamics. Okay. So if some of you are in that situation, the reason why I hesitated is because some of you are playing the silent treatment with someone. Some of you are cutting someone off. And it's like until someone stops playing games with you, you're just putting it on pause. Like you're not making emotional decisions. The decisions you're making are more logically ruled. So what's going to happen? What Aquarius is saying is some of you are somebody is about to be on withdrawal on you because they're playing these vibrational games and they don't understand that your aura, your attention that you fed them, they got addicted to that. And once you pull the rug on that and completely stop feeling that, they're gonna feel like their air came out their chest, like, and they're gonna have withdrawals because they figured that they'd be able to pull it, and it's gonna change the dynamic instantly. Some people might show up at your doorstep. Some people might all of a sudden start messaging you out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. 10 of Air for career is interesting. After getting the 2 of Air, okay. So for some of you, you're exposing career betrayal, or you're exposing certain things in your career, or it's just the end. You've reached the end phase of an LLC. You're done with that operation. This isn't really bad at all. I feel like for some, it makes sense because we have the dreamer. You're getting ready to move into a new direction. So maybe you're ending one phase of the career, balancing the finances there, and you're reading up for a new facet because we do have the tower moment. So anything that's not in alignment with your truth is going to move forward. And that's why we have the spread your wings. Some of you are going to have to take a leap of faith, but don't worry, we have the star. So 10 of Air, tower card. On the surface, you're going to go through something, and on the outside looking in, people are going to be like, wow, that sucks. But on the inside, you're going to be like, yes, this is perfect. This to you, it's going to be a brand new opportunity that you'll be able to capitalize. And so what looks like an L is going to be a W for you. but it's gonna look like tragedy struck or something bad happened because something ended. But the way it's gonna happen is gonna actually hook you up to move forward really amazingly. Especially for romance for some of you. Like some people might be fronting on you because they feel like you're a certain level, and then they're gonna find out the hard way that you always had it like that. And you would have dodged a bullet from being with someone fake. So finally, we have Pisces. The message Pisces has for you. Okay. I love how God Squad just came through and just nailed that shit. God Squad really just came through right now and just killed all them readings. Like I'm not gonna lie, Aries came through, Taurus came through, Gemini came through, Cancer came through. And then Libra was like, hold on, I'm gonna carry the socials. Libra was like, don't worry, I'm gonna carry all the socials. Virgo came through, but then God Squad just came through. God Squad really just came through. Like, hold my beer, bitches. Let me run and why we the gods. So we do have the three of air. I hope I didn't just jinx Pisces. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Yo, that's horrible. Okay. I said all that to pull the three of air for Pisces. Damn it. I'm so sorry. We have great sadness. Take time to heal. This doesn't have to be a bad card. Pisces gonna bubble every. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all good. The other signs did good. You'll be all right. Oh, I'm done. We got okay. So the main card we have is the Page of Earth. See, we didn't finish the reading. It's all good. We got good news about good news about finance. Good news about financial matters. That's deep. I'm fucking crying. I'm done. That clapback with Virgo was fierce. Oh shit. Okay, so it's not over. We do have, good news about financial matters. This is coming with the Queen of Earth. Okay. Sensible approach. Take time for those around you. So this is reinventing finances that lead into greater power. I think we got Page of Earth with the King of Pentacles for another sign too. Love us one day, hate us the next. That's facts. And then we have the 10 of Earth. See, that's why I'm like, we're not done with Pisces. We're not done with Pisces. They trolled us. They trolled us. They trolled us. They did that thing they always do. Like, hold on, let's make them think we're down. And then, what's up, bitch? Stacks, bitch. Hold on, let me act brand new. Pisces, Pisces, I was always messing with you. Hold on. Pisces, you know I'm on your side. Yo, Pisces came back with the turnaround real quick. Like, hold on, you thought I was feeling you? Yo, that's crazy. Holy crap. Hold on, let's see what we got for romance. For romance, we got 8 of Fire. People, things moving fast. You thought I was feeling you? That fishy a munch. Okay, it's all good. Events moving fast. Don't come for us. Yeah, some of you gonna be munching very quickly. That's actually really interesting. Page of Earth, Queen of Earth, 10 of Earth is rapidly accelerating a financial operation to its peak relatively quickly, even if it takes its time. It's high operation. But for romance, you're gonna get it popping. Ooh, and Pisces got the sun. Okay, I think so. We can look at the Three of Swords differently. Then you're coming into a career breakthrough and high, and a happy outcome. And I guess I didn't jinx Pisces. Thank God, because the outcome we have is you. The Knight of Water, the Justin Bieber card. So you're just gonna get your Justin Bieber on. You're just gonna be the happy fairy. You're just gonna be romantic as hell. Just be like, I'm happy. So it looks like the initial intuition that I had is someone, Pisces, you're gonna see someone who betrayed you just sad as hell. You're gonna see them get heartbroken, I feel, for some of you. And you're just gonna be like, fuck them. But I think for some of you too, this could also be sacrifice. This doesn't have to be anything that's sad. We'll see, because this is an underlying theme. This isn't even the main reason. So reading. So God Squad came too. No, Pisces just wanted to expose the haters. Pisces just wanted to expose the haters. That's wild. Holy shit. Good looks, yo. All right. All right. That was a very Piscean reading. That was a very Piscean reading. Like, we thought it was one way, but it was literally the other. We spoke too soon. We spoke too soon. We try to play you. I'm not gonna lie, Pisces. We try to play you. Is what it is. Collective reading. It's like, we ain't trying to play you. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you, God Squad, for coming to. So here is the final reading for you before we do the live readings. The underlying message we have for you is the Seven of Water. A complex decision, the need to do research. Some of you are experimenting. Some of you are experimenting with altered states of consciousness, and you're interacting with quantum aspects and extra dimensional aspects of your being that exist beyond this time and space, but still interact with this space time. And the reason why that's important is this is actually the gateway into the supernatural. For some of you, you may use substances to alter this. For some of you, you may use meditation. For some of you, escapism, alcohol. For some of you, this could be procrastination or escapism. But what all of us have in common here is this is going to begin to step you through. The reason why I say altered states and beyond time is some of you are going to slip into 3-hour-long conversations with angels that are as vivid as you doing everything. And then you come back to, and only 2 minutes have passed in the real world. Like, it's happening. Okay, and then we do have the 9 of air. So this is the psychic attack and self-sabotage that coming into the crucial breakthrough of your psychic abilities expresses itself as an all-out attack of your own critical mind and dark forces that wish to gaslight you out of this brilliance you're stepping into. But you're not a bitch and you're not a coward. So this is literally the darkest before dawn, where you're going to confront all of the vibrational masses jumping you. Some of you don't know you're getting vibrationally jumped, but you're kicking all of its ass like a one-man army. Now, we also do have the 6 of Earth, which is going to bring material balance and also financial flow. Okay, this is also going to also bring new career opportunities at the middle of the week. And of course, the 6 of Water is nostalgia. This could be a soulmate. This could be you coming into a lot more comfortable feelings. We want to highlight the double 6 here, because coming out of that 9 of air, that you want to see the 9 of air is crossing through the fire. This is the crystallization of you mentally processing supernatural experiences. But because your brain can't process anything beyond 7D, it's going to feel like you're fucking delusional. And then that's going to trigger a sense of depression or psychic attack if you do not fall into depression. For those of you who don't fall into depression, dark forces will attack you, but you're not a bitch. So you're going to completely break through this. And that's what leads to the 6 of Earth and the 6 of Water, which now incorporates elements of this new world into your reality. Ooh, baby, we have the 9 of Water. Your wish is coming true for romance. What have you been wishing for when it comes to love and romance? Because you're going to feel so satisfied this week. And it's going to feel so good that you have what you've wanted. And for 10 of air, we do have for career the end of a difficult situation. So things that might have been holding you back or blockages or difficult situations, done. This might come at the end of something. I know Taurus got the death card for this, so keep that in mind. But the outcome is completion. So this week is going to be all right. This week is dope. New success. You're breaking through into greater enlightenment. This is it. This is great completion on top of the satisfaction you gain. So that was it. We done did it. And that was an amazing reading. So, Deborah, thank you for your PayPal. The card that I have for you, we do have the Queen of Earth. This is you. You're in your power and in your value. You got the Midas touch. You're bringing so much value out of anyone you're with. And this is putting you in a position to manage your finances on the next level. So the card we have for you as the Queen of Earth is the 10 of Earth. Come on now, we really do this. So this is you pioneering your own lineage, your family, and creating long-term wealth as this boss and queen for your whole line. You're creating a passive income. You're creating long-term wealth. This is literally a very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. But as the queen, it's not as the page doing it. It's not like someone who's young who has so much money. It's at the wise level of experience you've come into, okay, which is amazing. So Alexandra, thank you in advance. Been at my job for 14 and a half years. There's a lot of work changes happening. Will I be staying at this place or moving to a different office? Really good question. And I would say coming into next year with Jupiter and Aries, you probably will be moving, even if it's just your home. But let's see. The underlying theme we have is the Queen of Fire. So unlike the Queen of Earth, which is more grounded in their financial superiority, this is you very passionate and I love it because you're a Capricorn sun. You're actually the Queen of Earth. So the Queen of Fire is you embracing more of your passionate qualities, okay? And you being put in a position to stretch your wings and fly, okay? Assert your independence and creativity. And so the main card we have for you is the Sun. Happy outcome. See, these messages are so awesome. I'm loving this. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. And that confidence comes from this Queen of Fire asserting your independence. So, will you be staying at this place? Honestly, none of these cards answer that question. These cards are really more talking about whether you stay at this place or you go to the next place. You're definitely getting that raise, and you're definitely going to be happy wherever you are. I think that I think you'll only stay at the place if you want to, but there may be incentive to get more if you move to another place. And because Jupiter's fourth house to your sun, maybe you're probably going to move, I believe, even though you're Virgo rising. But yeah, keep me posted. Keep me posted. And finally, we have Ariel Rivera. Let's get it. So, Ariel, we do have the Sun card. The underlying theme is a happy outcome. You're coming into greater confidence, throughout this week. You're going to have so much to be grateful for, and that will fill you with excitement. So we have the Page of Water. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. We have balance, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing, which is going to bring greater management and moderation in your life. And the Nine of Earth, enjoying lives with luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. This is financial independent income. And so that's beautiful. These three cards are promising new emotions that'll have you feel very happy and in love. And this is going to balance with greater financial independence. So it gives you more room to enjoy your life. And that's all we got for this round of readings this week. You stay blessed as always. And until next time.